Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
この戦い楽しみにしていたぞ。
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
どんな戦いが見られるのか非常に楽しみであるな。
Backs him into a corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Player 2 is mixing it up and has him shaking in the corner.
このまま行くか？
Gets the jump in. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They got him. Will this super art connect? Grabs him.
ここはどう出るか。
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them?
今のは素晴らしいね。
KO.
決まったね。
Bags around. What did you make of it?
引き迫るその戦いぶり、見事だ。
Got that right. Oh, the next round starting. Yo, go flow. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
駆け引きが分かってきたところかな。
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
さあもっとやり合うのだ。次はどう出る？これはいけるか？しかし油断はできんな。
The impact doesn't do anything. Barely blocks the jump in. He denies the jump in.
いやすごいな。
Clutch, anti-air.
見事だ。
A real test of the springs forward with the drive rush. Their back burners down.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い。
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen one.
よく折れずに戦った。さすがだ。
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
我が輩を楽しませてくれ。
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
よろしく頼む。期待しているぞ。
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Solid anti-air there.
今のは素晴らしいね。
Saw that throw coming easily. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The fighters are at a standstill. They gotta be cooking up something. Dealing out the space.
攻めるタイミング難しいね。ここで決めるその弾力あっぱれ。
Fireball from a very long range. What's next here? It's backed into the corner with pressure building. Hold your breath.
そうか。
It hits.
決まったね。
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
これはちょっと実力差があるかもしれないね。ただそこを覆すのも戦いの醍醐味。まだわからないよね。
Player 1 has seen better rounds compared to that last one. No doubt about that. But I know they'll want to reset the pace and run that back.
そういうことか。なるほどな。
Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize the drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Goes for the drive rush.
さあどうだ？
Scrapping it out of... Oh, burnout activates.
まだ諦めるな。
Drive time.
いやどうだ？あと少しだ。
One chance here may end this round. KO!
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
See, that's what happens when you let your mouth write checks, your hands can't cash.
悪魔も見惚れるこの勢い素晴らしいぞ。
Time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
いやこれは頑張ってほしい。
Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here.
今なんて言ったの？
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the throw connect.
見事だ。
Goes for the level 3 super art to show them this is how we roll in this town. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. What are they going to do? Don't mind me, just making a flowchart over here.
ここは攻めたいところ。
Uses their drive gauge. Player 1 needs to take advantage evidence of this gauge disparity. Yoga Mark, drive impact misses.
今のは気にするな。次だ。
Yoga Fire, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Nothing but space and opportunity at this point. What are they cooking up? These guys are not giving each other any trust at all.
おっと。
With the solar plexus strike, nowhere to run. No! Critical right now? You're done!
良いとどめだ。
Player 2! Made some smart moves there! Great game!
諸君、最高の試合だったぞ。
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
今回生贄となるのはどちらだ？
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
何事も最初が肝心な。最初がな。
This is a tough spot to try and throw. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Knockdown. Pressuring them in the corner.
ここからが大事だな。ああ、今のは素晴らしいね。
House for the throw. Grabs him.
今の投げは良いフォームだったね。
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Very solid corner switch.
もうちょっと。
Nice take. Neither fighter is hit.
良い決着だった。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
引き迫るその戦いぶり、見事だ。
Alright, let's see what happens in this next round. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual.
いいね。大技だ。
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty.
さあ、ここだ。
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit.
今いいのが入ったね。
Player 2 will look to counter the jump-in with a perfect parry.
おっと。
At least one of them is having a good time in that corner.
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。
Are they done? Is this going to be it? Not dead yet. There's still work to be done. Parry. KO.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
さあ、思う存分やり合うがいい。争うがいい。
Parries the attack and the drive parry was successful. A parry here builds some drive gauge, which could help later in the round. Ooh, gets the perfect parry to stop them dead. How will they capitalize on this opening? There's a corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Maintains composure and fights out of the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
おお、そうきたか。
Solid combo. Will this super art connect?
そうか。この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ？
KO.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
いやー、いいね。いい感じだと思う。
You got that right. Oh, the next round started. Good parry here to try and make something happen. 100 hand slap.
芯の通った張り手だね。
Pounces on that mistake with the impact for the punish count.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
They're backed up into the corner.
さあ、ここからだ。
Makes the hit and keeps on trucking.
おっと。
Doesn't miss a beat. Butt smash. Gets a little space with the throw.
良い投げ。
Just goes for the KO.
良い決着だった。
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
This time, the person in the mirror is the opponent, and pride is on the line.
我が輩を楽しませてくれ。
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
諸君、健闘をいい。
It's the start of the round. How will they start their...
そうか
Pulls off the perfect parry. Now they'll have a chance to jump on the opponent. The impact gets blocked. You block it, but the gap is closed. The cross-up's good. Goes for the drive rush there. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
おおいいね
Player 2 chases them down.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
What a finish. Great life gauge awareness there.
良い決着だった
Not sure how you're gonna break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
反撃を許さない素晴らしい攻めだった
Everything up until now and everything from here on out brushes that off and keeps going.
おっと
Spend some meter here, investing in the round. Yeah, boy, clinch up, cause you're gonna feel this. Jin Shoryuken. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it?
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ
Going in? Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか急祖猫かもこんな予感がするなこの世界の人たちは当たり前のように飛び道具を飛ばすんだな
They exchange blows. Opt for the critical art.
見事だ
The Houdini won't block. Raw super art is dead.
良い決着だった
Not gonna lie, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であったまたの試合を楽しみにしているぞ
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
今回生贄となるのはどちらだ
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
どんな戦いが見られるのか非常に楽しみだ
They're at risk of dangerous pressure. Gotta avoid this corner. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here.
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね
Spices things up by adding the super art to the combo. If they can't escape this rock solid corner pressure, KO.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
Yeesh. That didn't look like a fair fight at all. But let me hear your thoughts.
目の覚めるような戦いだったキャラクターと一心同体になっているようだな
They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
駆け引きが分かってきたところで
Spends the meter on the super art.
いざその調子だ
Now can they finish the job?
いやーどうだ
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
どうしたいけるだろ
Drive rush to keep it going. Going in? They're going for the super art?
うおっ
They're in the corner and the beatdown continues.
と良い状況ではあるね
A real test of will this super art close it out?
そういうことだ
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であったまたの試合を楽しみにしているぞ
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
さあ思う存分やり合うがいい争うがいい
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Still early in the round.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね
Maybe they're gonna talk it out?
これはどうした
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Blocks the low heavy. Nails the anti-air.
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね
Goes for the drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Surprises them with the drive rush.
さあここだ
Throws them. What's next?
やはり
Goes for the super art.
おお、そうきたか。
No more drive gate.
ちょっと危ないな、これは。
KO!
見事。
Player 1 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
いやー、いいね。いい感じだと思う。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Checks them with the projectile. Parries to cancel the fireball. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
頑張って。
Down to the wire.
お
They were baiting that the whole time?
いや、すごいな。さあ、どうだ。
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
どうした。いけるだろう。
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they drive rush to keep it going.
次はどう出る。
Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか。
Super art.
これは。
Yeah, boy. Clinch up, cause you're gonna feel this. Shoryuken. Ooh, burnout activated.
まだ諦めるな。
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. You know we paid to get in here. Drive rush. Down and out.
やるではないか。
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
人間界の決闘というものを見せてもらおう。
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
非常に興味深い試合。見届けさせてもらうぞ。
Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Knockdown.
いいよいいよ。
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Had the radar up and running.
ここで決めるその胆力。あっぱれ。さあ、もっとやり合うのだ。
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Player 1 needs to be cautious with drive gauge.
ここはどう出るか。
Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Life lead opens up. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round.
勝負あったね。
Alright, that was pretty smooth. But can they do it again?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Personally, I can't wait to see what these two have in store next. Our fighters got up close and personal last round and really took it to each other. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure. Anti-air drops him.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Gets scooped from down low. Great poke takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
これは
Adds some damage and flair with the super. Is this the end? Is there still a chance? KO.
見事。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
最後まで諦めるな。
Drop from on top. What? In anti-air?
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm.
なるほどね。
Could be looking nothing but air.
届かないか。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。これはでかいのが入ったか。
With the solar flex, turning it all the way up with the super.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Oh, this super art changed the makeup of this match.
どうした？待て！
Wait, jump? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, stunned off the one over in the flat.
良いとどめだ。
Not gonna lie, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
我が輩を楽しませてくれ。
戦いになりそうだ。
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
何事も最初が肝心なのだ。最初だな。
There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Okay, so a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 2 has the life lead.
このまま行くか?
The drive parry was successful. A parry here builds some drive damage, which could help later in the round. The counter is blocked.
今のよく守ったね。
Let's see how they applied their corner pressure and did KO.
良い決着だった。
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity, but how will that affect the next round?
反撃を許さない素晴らしい攻めだった。
Connects with the medium kick. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
どっちも動けてはいるんだろうね、きっと。
This range is where it gets interesting. Springs forward with the drive rush.
いやー、どうだ?
Opens him up with the throw.
いや、すごいな。
A quick breather. Player just goes for it at this range.
これは?
Goes for the level 3 super art to show that this is how we roll in this town. Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Experiencing burn. It's there.
良い決着だった。
See what eating your spinach does for you kids? What a win.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
この戦い楽しみにしていたぞ。
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
よろしくたね。期待しているぞ。今のは素晴らしいね。
Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
このまま行くか?
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Player 2. Oh.
おお、そうきたか。
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan.
良い状況ではあるね。
Trying to read each other here.
目に見えない駆け引きがあるんだろうね。
Jump! Springs forward with the drive rush. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Had the radar up and running.
いやー、見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Fights back out of the corner, adds some damage, and hits it.
いいね。5度目までしっかり。
Bags around. What did you make of it?
2人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Alright, let's see what happens in this next round. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Super armor does its job. Very slick with the combo.
さあ、ここだ。
That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Ooh, burnout activate.
ここまでなのか?
This is them with the Hoyoku-sen. They're not here to play. Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか? もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
What'll happen here?
これはいけるか? しかし油断はできんな。血がたぎってきた。やるではないか。
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
さあ、思う存分やり合うがいい。争うがいい。
Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with the projectile. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Goes for the throw.
そうか。
Getting the throws pumped up with Manage Dore. Secures the jump in.
ここはどう出るか。もうちょっと。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. What a finish. Great life gauge awareness there.
ああ、決まったね。
Player 1 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
2人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Alright, let's see what happens in this next round. hits with the overhead. They gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late. There's the drive impact. That's gonna lead to a juicy punish counter.
いや、すごいな。
Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
どうした立て。
あと少しだ。
One chance here may end it. Springs for it with the drive rush. Gutsy play with the grab. Looking for a chance. Close range projectile. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here.
さあ、ここから。
Ooh, burnout activates.
まだ諦めるな。
It's there.
見事。
Player one took no time to finish that fight.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
さあ、思う存分やり合うがいい。争うがいい。
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
非常に興味深い試合。見届けさせてもらうぞ。
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
ここからが大事だな。
Player one will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far.
さあ、どうだ。
Throws to get around their defense.
今の投げは良いフォームだったね。次はどう出る。
Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Both fighters are barely alive.
二人とも。
Wow, super hard.
これは
Going in? Player experiencing burnout. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Player two has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within. Ooh, burnout activates. KO.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Man, they were scrapping. What did you think?
見事。素晴らしい接戦であった。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
It's back into the corner with pressure building.
さあ、もっとやり合うのだ。
Player two has the life advantage.
良い状況ではあるね。
Big throw.
良い投げ。いやー、どうだ。
Phalanx from above. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Not a lot happened, but I'm sure there's a point to this.
ここは攻めたいところ。
Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Player one will look to apply pressure here.
さあ、ここからだ。
What are they doing? Just go for it at this range.
おっと。
Goes for the level 3 super hard to show them this is how we roll in this town. Wow, experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
Barely blocks the jump in. The overhead denied.
いやー、よくガードした。いいぞ。
The next touch may decide this round.
もう決まってしまうぞ。
You're done.
見事。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
この戦い楽しみにしていたぞ。
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
諸君、健闘を祈る。
Drive rush to keep the momentum. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Player 2 has used up all their drive. Gotta hold out here. Knockdown.
ああ、今のは素晴らしいね。さあ、ここだ。
Backs him into a corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 is working with less than ideal drive gauge, but need to be very careful here. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on it if they want to win this match. Projectile to try to change the situation.
ここはどう出るか。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Light feed opens up.
もうちょっともっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Checks with the medium kick. Reads their mind and hits drive rush to keep it going. Shows the medium kick. Checks up, springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? They're going for the super art?
おっと
Ooh, burnout activated. KO.
良い決着だった。
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだな。
All right, who's gonna swing first?
貴様らの本気見せてみろ。
Who gained control of the match in the early going?
いやー、このラウンドはどうなるんだろう。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? It's a good spot to use the super.
いや、すごいな。
Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around.
どうした立て
Player one is working with a better drive rush. Ooh, burnout activation.
ここまでなのか。
Throwing some shade.
あと少しだ。
Springs forward with the drive rush. Gotta be careful not to whip this. Knocked him out of the air.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Are we going to see a comeback here? Burnout dissipates. Uses their drive gauge. They back the opponent into the corner. KO.
良い決着。
And that's the match. That was something else, huh?
勝って兜の尾を締める。そんな気品すら感じるね。良い試合だった。